Look at that thing. This is the Anvil Carrack. And today I'm gonna give you a full ship tour.
Today's video is sponsored by SecretLab. We all strive for the best possible gaming experience, but the importance of a good quality chair is often underestimated. SecretLab produces some of the most comfortable and high quality gaming chairs you can get. So upgrade your Commander chair today and fly in style and comfort. Follow the link in the video description to their store, type in your height, your weight, and it will tell you which chairs fit you for the best possible seating experience.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Star Citizens. As you can see here in front of me, I have the Anvil Carrack, and Commander Mike has been generous enough to give me a tour of the ship. First of all, just absolutely huge ship, as you can see here from the outside. Big turrets here on the wings, and there's also a turret here underneath. As you can see here, little activity here on Port Olisar at the moment. But let's just head on inside. Oh, he just closed the ramp. Let's see if I can get on inside. There should be underneath here, I think that's where it is. There's a button there to open up the main hatch. That's gonna take us on inside. Really nice. I believe this is one of the only ways into the ship. Little ramp that comes out here. Big enough to support some kind of surface vehicles. You could drive that. You can drive that in here if you want to. This is basically like I guess if this was like a ship, this would be a tender garage, like a garage. You can park a vehicle here. Nice little feature here. If you go and click over here, you can see you could fold up like a small protective screen. So if you're coming in hot at full speed, you can put this up and it will protect the door, and also means if there are people in here, if they stay on this side of the barrier, they should be safe even if vehicles are coming in at speed. But let's continue out of the garage and into the first little hallway we get here. We can see here, this has on either side, it has, I believe these are called docking collars. It's basically like docking ports where these are gonna eventually be able to, I think, extend out, dock to another ship. And these pods here are for storage. So you can see here we have five storage units here where we can put armor or space suits, probably in this case. So basically put your space suit in there, and that means if anybody needs to use these will then double as airlocks, and you can then go out on your EVA, or you can go and visit other ships through this. Heading back to the small hallway here on the opposite side. This is an elevator that's going to take us up to other parts of the ship. We can call that. We're not going to go off this deck. I just want to finish this deck, but there are multiple decks above us that we need to go and have a look at. This, of course, if you continue straight here, takes us into the first little cargo area, which we can see here, with like a small elevator here that we can take down like so, and it's going to take us down to this little cargo area here, or we can take it back up to the catwalk. There are doors here on either side that apparently are going to be able to open. I don't think they can just yet, but you can open those down. You'll be able to carry cargo in like that. Moving through here, the two double doors here, again, for, I guess, if one of these cargos get depressurized, you have two doors for security. We have yet another cargo area. I should say that this ship is designed as an exploration ship. So it was really designed for people to stay on this for a very long time and be able to sustain itself. So this is probably also why we see this large amount of cargo space here as we head into the third of the cargo bays. Continuing straight, we get to like a central preparation kind of area. We can see more storage here. This would probably be for combat armor if you need to go out and do some shooty. Because if we open these panels up here, as you can see, we have weapon racks where weapons can be placed. Same here on the other side. The ship is designed for a minimum crew of 4, maximum of 6. So you can see here there would be room enough for all 6 people on board the ship to go and suit up, get their weapons. Back here we have another elevator. Again, we're gonna finish exploring this deck before we head up to some of the upper decks. Moving back here, the side. You can see here we have a similar doorway here on the other side. From the preparation area, we get to the forward turret seat. I believe this one controls the turret underneath the ship, so that is controlled from out here. But let's head on back here through this door, back to the preparation area. And let's go into the elevator and let's move up a deck. Okay, so we are now on the subdecks and we're going to move up to the habitation deck. So we arrive here in this little entrance area, hallways on either side that take us up along the side into the med bay, nicely with tinted windows. So if you have someone hurt in there or like something going on, you don't want to I mean, you probably don't want to see your crew members being either in pain or hurt or whatever. So that is that's tinted, but we can go in here to the medical bay. Open up this door. Small decontamination area here, so you would be able to go in here, get yourself decontaminated before you go into to the rest of the med bay. In here, of course, we have beds. We have some what I believe to be storage out here. I don't think we can actually open these. And we move out here. We're going to go into that one in a second. Out here, we have, again, more storage. We have some plants, some herbs, medical equipment, syringes, gloves, all that kind of stuff is put in storage here. And plenty of oxygen tanks. If we take the same room, but in the opposite side, it is more of a small control room for the operation room in there. Again, more oxygen on storage, more storage here, and 2 server racks here with redundant servers, so we can do any data analysis that we might have to do. If we move in here to this main med bay here, there's a small bed here that you can use, and this is actually functional. I can lie down on this, and I don't actually know if my character is hurt at the moment, but if my character was hurt, I would be able to go in here and then start it here. Yeah, treat for injuries. There we go, perfect. As it took a little bit of damage, it's gonna move me in here, and it's gonna heal me right up. There we go, fully healed. That means if you're coming back and you're in a bit of a rough condition, just go in here and get yourself healed up. Okay, moving out of the medical bay again. These were the doors leading back to the elevator where we came, here on either side. We can keep moving forward, and we get to the habitation area. Gonna take this one first. This is the crew area, or crew mess area, I guess. So you can see, like, again, seating for 6 people. This should probably also be where people would be dining. We have a lot of the stuff for storing food here. So yeah, just a nice crew area with a good window out, good view, and yeah, that's really lovely. Moving over to the other side here, we have some more entertainment areas with some kind of pool, I think. Going in here, we have the toilets. Again, mirror seems to be not working. We are vampires, confirmed. And in here, we have the loo, or the toilets. And same here on the other side. Moving to the other side of this room, we get to the actual sleeping quarters. There are sleeping quarters for 5 in here, so this would probably be the 5 crew members and not the owner of the ship itself. He has a separate quarters. We're going to look at that in a second. So we have 4 bunk beds here, and there's a bunk bed over here. All the bunk beds, as you can see here, comes equipped with small screens, so we have the opportunity to get some entertainment. There's actually also a screen here up above, so I would imagine one of them being like ship systems, while the other one being for personal entertainment. And there's a little bit of storage where people can store personal items and stuff like that. Again, 5 lockers for the 5 crew members, so each crew member gets their own locker and a small seating area here. If we move on through here, we get into the shower room. Pretty similar to the toilets, only that we now have showers. So people can go in here and they can take a shower. Okay, let's move on outside of the cabin here into the small entertainment area, back out to the hallway, and if we continue down the hallway to here, we get to the captains or the owners, so we can actually see Commander Mike sitting here and waiting for us in the owner's cabin. Pretty nice, spacious room with some nice features with TVs you can open and close. And if we move on in here, we get to the actual bedroom. Again, here the ship really shows that it's not a luxury yacht or anything like that. This is an exploration vehicle, so even the owner only gets like a bunk bed, more storage, and then of course the owner gets his own private ensuite with a turret, toilet, and a shower. Really nice. Okay. Let's move on. If we move on up here, you can see on the door we get to the bridge. We're gonna save that for later. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna move back here, past the medical bay. Back to the elevator. And let's move up to the technical deck. And here we go. So this is the technical decks. If we move out around here behind the elevator, in here, I believe, yeah, we have the turret pits. Those were the turrets we saw outside. So we're right now right over the landing gear. Those can be controlled from here. And of course, this is then mirrored on the opposite side. In here, we have a small engineering area where we can go and we can have a look over some of the engineering equipment that are stored in here. We can move out to the other side. There's the door into the other turret. This is the starboard turret, as you can see. Or we can move right through here and actually go in to the engineering area itself. Small elevator here, taking us down. And a similar elevator here that can also take us... No, this is actually the ladder. We can go down the ladder, I guess. There we go. There we go. So, here we have various equipment, like if we open up these doors here. There we go. Behind this are various engineering equipment. In this case here, this is the shield generator. There's another shield generator over here. We have life support is located right here. Like so. This actually seems to be empty at the moment. Well, that's worrying. We have our radar. And that was the elevator we saw just before. Moving on into this door here. We have, I believe these are... coolers. Good. So this is a cooler to keep the ship nice and cold. Air conditioned, I guess. And on the other side here, similarly, we have another cooler. So double coolers, double shield generators, a single radar, and a single life support. So let's just call this elevator down. Go on. Well, we're gonna call the elevator down. We're gonna take that back up to the upper engineering section. Like so. And we're gonna head back out of engineering. This was where it took us into that engineering monitoring room that we saw before. Back out this door, taking us back out where we arrived on the elevator. And we get a little look at this area in here, which is a docking area. You can open this door up. This is a docking area for a shuttle. So we can put a shuttle in here by opening up the roof above that we can do here. We can run down again hallways here on either side, giving you a good view of that. So if we go up and we open up this door here, we get around here to this small screen, which allows us to open up the roof, as you can see here. This allows you to dock a small shuttle that you can then keep in here. Again, remember this is an exploration ship, so if you wanted to go and send out a shuttle for a small scout mission, you can do that, and you can close it up, so nothing will happen to it when it is not in use. Wonderful. Let's head on and let's continue to move forward. And we're going to move in here. This is what I was told is like a drone control room. So apparently you can store drones in here somehow. And then launch the drones from here. That can then be controlled from these commander seats here. So if you have a more dangerous mission where you don't want to risk a human pilot by sending out a scout ship or a shuttle ship, you can send out automated drones from in here, control them from the safety of the ship, which I think is really neat. Continuing down the hallway here, we get into a small engineering section. It makes sense on a ship this size, and that's designed to be in space for a long period of time, to have a small workshop with some basic tools. And I think I was told this is a furnace, at least some kind of equipment that can help you make repairs on the fly. Now heading out here of the small engineering area, we have another door leading into the upper part of the bridge, because it's actually a multi-level bridge. But we're not going to go in here. We're going to head back, and we're going to head back down to the habitation level, and we're going to enter the bridge from there. Okay, so here we are on the habitation deck again. That was the small entertainment room, the small mess in here, and the captain's area here. And if we move up here, we get to the bridge. There we go, look at that. Of course, we already have Commander Mike here showing us around Port Olisar, flying the ship. Really great view. I mean, this is the kind of cockpit you would expect from an exploration ship. Good view downwards, good view in pretty much all directions, all around it. And of course, you have captain's seat and 2 extra co-pilots to sit here on either side. Co-pilot and also a co-pilot that can sit here. We have a small elevator here that's going to take us to the upper bridge area. There we go. Coming up, we get to this beautiful area. Here again, we have room for 2 more people who can control various parts of the ship. Really nice command bridge from up here. This is more of a combat bridge, it seems. And this is really cool. It actually has a fly bridge up here. Now, obviously, we already have Commander Mike sitting down there flying the ship, so I'm not going to try to take over the ship from him. But if I wanted to, I could go into this command station. I could take control of the ship from here and then fly it from this position as well. So it kind of works like a fly bridge, but also in case you want to go into a more combat-focused situation, you can send people up here to the combat bridge and then have a person standing here flying the ship. While you're going to have people back here monitoring the situation and the ship systems. Going back up here, we have escape pods, as you can see. So again, this kind of highlights this as being a more combat-focused bridge, where if anything were to happen, you need to abandon ship. All 6 escape pods are located right here, so people can get out of the ship if need be. The door here at the end, of course, takes us back out to the engineering section. That was the drone control room that we saw before. Running all the way back, we're going to call the elevator, and we're going to move up another deck up top of this one, which is the Cartography Deck. And here we have it. Look at this, guys. This is the Cartography Deck, a holographic image of the current solar system. You can see, and I believe the idea is that you in the future would be able to plan missions from here and plot routes and that kind of stuff. Basically just give you a nice overview of the system you're in, so you know where you need to go and explore, with plenty of room for people to stand around and get a good view of the system. This, I think, is a really nice touch. But there's more to this ship as well. If we go back here and go out here next to the Cartography Deck, we can see here we have another escape pod up here. This is, of course, mirrored if we go over to the other side, with another escape pod there. So if you have 2 people up on the Cartography Deck, you can do that. Also, more storage up here for spacesuits. Again, in case something goes wrong, you don't want to be too far away from a spacesuit. And this brings us back here. This is actually the top of the shuttle bay we saw just before. This is when the roof is closed. Now, you do have access to it. You can open this door. I don't want to go outside because you can clearly see we are in space, and the artificial gravity will end as soon as you go outside this doorway. So I don't want to go out there right now. But you can use this as a second landing pad. In case you are on a planet with gravity, you can have a second ship land out there. And of course, that landing pad will then be accessed through these 2 doors here. So there we have it, finishing up here with the view from the commander seat on the Anvil Carrack. Thanks a lot to Commander Mike for allowing me to take a trip around the ship. And I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, I will see you guys in space.